Good afternoon, Divine Feminines. This chat today is for everybody in the collective, and the topic is fear. What exactly are fears? Where do they come from, and why do they even exist? Let's go diving in, because this has been rolling around in my mind, and I've just got to talk about this. Fear, you know that acronym, false evidence appearing as real. Fears are stories of your mind and your ego. Your mind wants a job, and its job is to keep you safe. So the mind is really, really good at pumping out fear to keep you safe, according to what the mind thinks, okay? The mind always wants evidence first before you can try something new. If you come up with a new idea, the mind will be the first to say, oh, that won't work. That's way too far out there. You don't deserve it. You're not worthy. Blah, blah, blah. The mind will just keep spewing on the hamster wheel all kinds of stories to keep you safe. Why does this happen? Well, due to rampant, and I mean ultra rampant, social conditioning, cultural conditioning. You see, if you've got everybody thinking in fear mode, guess what? It's much easier. Then you've got division and you've got separation. And it's much easier to control populations when there is division and separation vis-a-vis fear. Just think back 6 years ago, what was happening. The whole world was divided over certain things that were coming out. That kept everybody fearful, kept you tucked away. And when you're not able to access other people and other ideas or connect through the heart space, it keeps you way more controllable and way more in fear. You see, the systems that we grew up in have controlled us and manipulated us by design, okay? So, your family programming, your schooling systems, the governmental systems, the religious systems, the medical systems, all of it designed to keep you in fear, keep feeding you certain things. And if you buy into it, then of course you stay that way, you stay small, and you're not acting in your sovereignty. And a population that's acting in its sovereignty, guess what? They're not controllable. So here's what I invite you to do. I want you to ask yourself the next time a fear pops up, what's the truth behind this? Whose voice is this telling me XYZ? Right? What's the mind going to tell me next about this idea I have? And be quiet and see what happens. All right. I invite you also to develop a deep, intimate relationship with your all-knowing, all-wiser, higher self, your soul. And how do you do that? By setting the intention. You get quiet. You breathe into your heart space, and you just simply ask, what is my higher self telling me now through my heart? You do that every single day, multiple times. Every time you're starting a new activity or you're going to make a decision on something, what's the truth of this? What is my higher self wanting to tell me now? Because your higher self, it communicates with you through your heart, through your rose heart. That is how you were designed from the get-go, as you came through from source consciousness. Remember, you are consciousness. You are an energetic being. You have a mind, you have a body, you're in this form, but first and foremost, you are soul. So the way you develop this relationship is to multiple times check in with your heart. Is what I'm about to do aligned with my heart, aligned with my higher self? What is the truth of this situation? Is this aligned with my sovereign self? Okay? Those are some basic guidelines to help you. When you develop that relationship and you get really, really familiar with the voice of your heart, anything's possible. And you stay in the love frequency that way. Because the opposite of fear is love. And gee, what happens if the whole planet wakes up to their truth? What happens if the whole population is operating from their heart, from the love that they naturally are? What happens then? The control mechanisms die off. They're not sustainable. So right now, all this noise going on around you, all this noise out there in the world, you can choose to tap into it and follow it and absorb it and see how the fears will want to run the show. Or you can choose to dislodge yourself, disengage from it, observe, don't absorb. Go to the higher deck, your all-knowing, all-wise, or higher self, and observe. I leave you with wisdom from the Rose Heart today, which is, when I get quiet and tap into the truth of my higher self, my heart always guides me back home to who I truly am. Love, peace, joy, my true essence. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye-bye.